While on a walking tour preaching to the people in the kingdom of Kusala, the Buddha, accompanied by a large community of monks, arrived at a market town named Kesamutta. The inhabitants of Kesamutta, known as the Kalamas, heard about the arrival of the Buddha in their town and that the Buddha had a great reputation as a wise teacher with the following qualities. Indeed, the Blessed One is thus consummate, fully enlightened, endowed with knowledge and practice, sublime, knower of the worlds, peerless guide of men to be tamed, teacher of divine and human beings, which he by himself has through direct knowledge understood clearly. He set forth the Dhamma, good in the beginning, good in the middle, good in the end, possessed of meaning and the letter, and complete in everything. And he proclaims the holy life that is perfectly pure, the enlightened one here. They decided that it will be good to visit the Buddha, and many of them arrived at the place where the Buddha was staying. Having sat after paying homage and exchanging courteous greetings with the Buddha, they asked the following question from the Buddha. Venerable Sir, there are some contemplatives and Brahmins who visit Kesamutta. They expound and explain only their own doctrines. The doctrines of others they despise, revile. Some other contemplatives and Brahmins too come to Kesamutta. They also expound and explain only their own doctrines. The doctrines of others they despise, revile. Venerable Sir, this is burning question. Many of holy teachers visited here. Each one tell us they are right, other teachers wrong. There is doubt, there is uncertainty in us concerning them. Which of these reverend contemplatives and Brahmins are speaking the truth and which are telling lies? Having stated that it was right for them to feel uncertain and doubtful about the doctrines expounded by various religious teachers, the Buddha presented them with a list of criteria against which they should decide whether a particular doctrine is acceptable or not.
1. Do not accept based on reports that one hears repeatedly. 2. Do not accept just because it has become the traditional practice. 3. Do not accept things one hears through rumors or unconfirmed reports. 4. Do not accept just because it is cited in a text or the scriptures. 5. Do not accept based just on logical reasoning. 6. Do not accept just by coming to a conclusion through logical deduction. 7. Do not accept just through pondering, superficial thinking or common sense. 8. Do not accept just because after consideration, what another person stated agrees with one's preconceived opinions. 9. Do not accept just because the preacher appears to be acceptable and competent. 10. Do not accept just because something is stated by one's admired and respected teacher. When you know for yourselves that these qualities are unskillful, these qualities are blamable, these qualities are censured by the wise, these qualities, when adopted and observed, will lead to harm and to suffering, then you should abandon them.
Yes, Venerable Sir.
Kalama Sutta is one of the Buddha's discourses that has been popular among the Buddhist practitioners as well as Buddhist scholars. It is often cited as an example of the Buddhist discourses in which the Buddha encouraged the disciples to use free inquiry when confronted with any new or divergent theories of spiritual practice. The Buddha was keen to discourage the disciples from accepting any teaching through dogmatism, one's own opinion or blind faith towards any teacher or scripture. Instead, The disciples were encouraged to put them into practice and judge their value based on the results of personal experience and advice from wise people.